to share some controlled lumbar rotations with you. So you may remember in a previous clip that we did do some lumbar rotations, but it was more of a stretch, which is basically what we're doing today, but we're not going to keep going to the point it's a stretch. We're going to use our tummy muscles to control the action so we don't, like I say, turn the exercise into a stretch. So I think the best way to demonstrate this is to just show you really. So you're starting with your feet. This time, instead of popping them hip width apart, popping them together. So we've got one big leg. So your knees are stuck together, your thighs are stuck together, everything's together. And then your arms to anchor your body are out east to west with your chin tucked. And of course your shoulders away from your ears. So if you were to do a lumbar rotation stretch, you would go to the side, turn your head the other way, and then that would be your stretch. And there's a previous clip where I talk a lot more about that. Same action today, but slightly different. So your eyes to the ceiling, breath in, breathe out, belly button towards the spine, pelvic floor lifted. On the out breath, you bring the knees to one side, but we're going to about 10-2 or 10 past and stopping, because that's where your tummy muscles are working. If we keep going, it turns into a stretch, which we don't want. Breathe in, breathe out. Other side. So as the legs come back in, we breathe in. And this is a way to help, again, with your core activation, your core strength. And some people will find this quite challenging, and others not so. So if you're in the not so camp, then you can bring your knees to 90 degrees, but again, one big leg rather than two. So you want to keep your legs stuck together, and you can come to the side. It might be that your range is smaller in this position because it's harder, but notice that my knees really are to 90 degrees. What some people do is this, and it shortens the lever. It's not unsafe, but it's not going to challenge you as much as if your knees are at 90 degrees. And again, some people do this, which is actually harder. So lengthening the lever is harder. So if you wanted to lengthen your legs, you could. You might see my hamstrings are quite tight today, so my legs aren't fully straight, and that's okay because it's not an exercise testing hamstring flexibility. So knees to 90 is good, or feet on the floor, whatever works best for you. Of course, if you've got any lower back problems or you're not sure, if you suffer from sciatica, then certainly do not bring your feet off the floor, because that can aggravate conditions like that. Unless you're a few years down the line and it's something you just manage, then see how you go. But if you're unsure, you can always send me a message if we know each other, or speak to a health professional like a physio.